And we are live, and now I just gotta. And here we go. So YouTube's saying we still have 3 people waiting. Let's see what the StreamYard count is gonna be. 3. So we do know it's you, me, and Action Toys at the very least. So it looks like that. All right. Well, hey everybody. Batgoat's making coffee right now. That's why he's off screen there. But so tonight we're gonna probably as I said, we're gonna be looking. Oh, um, Woody just said hello. And of course, StreamYard is being stupid again. Well, anyways, so yeah. So anyways, so tonight, everybody, we're gonna be focusing in on DC Comics as they had 2 of their 3 books had, as you know, what I call milestone issues. Be looking at the 15th issue um, of New Adventure Comics, and we're going to also be looking at the 20th issue of More Fun Comics. So, and maybe depending upon how time goes, I might have even a little special surprise for you guys towards the end there. So, without no further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the stuff here. Let me just get the screen share up. BRB got to go get some pop from my liquor. That goat looking fresh as always from ATC there.
Thank you, ATC. All right, I'm going live, so I'll be off for just 1 second.
All right. Okay, wrong one as usual. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, actually, no, that's what I wanted to do. I think, no. I'm getting screwy a little bit here.
How do you guys hear me? You hear me all right? Do I sound okay? Can you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Toys, how do I sound? Just doing a real quick sound check, if that's all right. And also, I'd like to, Toys, since you're here, and maybe I'll ask this question again later. Toys, do you, Leto might be a good one on this. Do you have any ideas for good video capturing software, like off of capturing videos off of YouTube, screen sharing? And also, I want to know if anyone knows of is PhotoBucket still around? What's a good photo sharing site? Just photos, not like an image fab or anything. I'm thinking of something, and then I'll be able to share screen with you if I do a photo uploading site. Does that make sense, Mike? You know what those are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't, but I figure. Okay. So anyway, okay. Anything else you wanted to add in there before kind of get started?
That should do it. Let's see. Last week, Woody was the trophy winner. So.
And as always, guys, of course, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares that you guys can help me out with and see if we can get the word out of it. So, well, anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into this then. So, as you guys can tell, there were like 12 books that went on sale in April of 37 here. You know, we had a couple from David McKay. We had 3 from DC. Dell had a couple. Centar had a couple. United Features had one. Eastern Color had one. So actually, they had three of them actually. So anyway, so we're gonna get started here. So the first book we're gonna look at here is, of course, New Adventure Comics, and a number of the, as you can tell, not as many stories it had been. So even though the total page count 64, the editor was Malcolm Wheeler Nicholson. So let's go ahead and get over to. And of course, New Adventure would eventually become Adventure Comics. It started out as New Comics, as you guys all know, just from watching our coverage here of it. And of course, when it's going to the site, in order to get to it, we have to like names. That one. And as you can probably see there, Batgoat, there have been a number of different adventure comics, all from DC.
A lot of them, yeah.
The one that we're looking at right now is the one that started in 1938. And the one that started in 1938 actually went all the way up to 1983.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that went for a long time.
50-year run.
Well, you've even seen on some one we've kind of covered, history, this ain't each history too. Like Action and the volume 1 of Action and Detective Comics have gone, well up into 2011 there. So anyway, so so here's New Adventure number 15. The cover date is May 1937. It went on sale in April of 37. In fact, let me go back real quick here. One more little tidbit I forgot to look at, which is the specific on sale date. The specific on sale date for this one, or according to this, the approximate on sale date was April 27th, 1937. Why it just didn't. Okay, so here we go. And of course, this is New Adventure Comics number 15 right here. See the cover there of they're kind of adrift on that little raft there.
Looks like a Norman Rockwell painting. There's my guns. Pew pew.
Yeah, the gun page there. Captain Jim and the Texas Rangers here. Western. Chico Chaco by Ellis Edwards. Senor Mayor, either we must pay this terrible tempered tailor what we owe him, or we must leave before he awakes. Senores, I have a plan. I bring Peppy, my fight chick, in here, and then I explain what we do. Go get him. See, when Pepe win fight, we win money and pay El Taylor. No? Let's see. Vargas. Say, he bet 20 pesos, Pepe. No whip his chicken. Pedro boast about his chicken, I go see him. Ha, ha, ha. This chicken can't pick a hole. I raindrop. Aye! Let go of me. Let go of my nose. Name of the law. Caramba! I shoot the feathers off that wolf and chicken's hide. Interesting stuff here, huh? So little pigeon, I'll teach you to respect the nose of El Sheriff. Take that, and that, and that. Pum, pum, pum. Rumba! He is swallowing the bullets.
Dang.
Gulp, gulp, gulp. This time I do not make a mistake. I'll feed you bullets till you feel a loaded gun. Feel like a loaded gun. And then look at that, he jumps onto the gun. I do not like the way he looks at my nose. I wonder if he thinks that the sheriff's nose there is a, I don't know, a tasty treat.
Apparently.
Caramba, he did it again.
Yep. He got a piece of his nose there.
It's for fun by Olga right there. Our money prizes. Look at this. Again, one of the things they would do to spark up, they'd have these like, mail this coupon to start, send in the coupon and for free. And if you can look at the edges there, you can tell that this copy, they really kind of didn't do as great a job on it. Jungle Fever by Win. Oh, look at that throw right there.
Dang. Yeah.
That's definitely a judo throw right there.
Is that another guy he's throwing a dude around, swinging a dude around by the ankles to take out other guys? I thought that was only Slam Bradley that did that with Chinaman, but anyone can.
I think that was a popular technique. Apparently that was a popular technique in these times, huh?
You got to bring that back. Just pick someone up by the ankles and take out 3 of his buddies. I love it.
Tale of Two Cities here by Charles, basically doing the comic version of this.
Mm-hmm.
Debarking at Calais from the channel boat. Charles at once hired a horse and began the long ride to Paris. On the way, he noticed the revolution had uprooted the old order. There were no more aristocrats, and those now in authority called themselves citizen patriots. He was stopped and examined so often that he began to realize there would be no hope of his return until he should have been declared a good citizen at Paris. The journey took many days, so each evening he sought some small town in which to spend the night. One evening he went to bed, tired out, in a little inn on the high road, still a long way from Paris. In the middle of the night, he was rudely awakened by a local functionary and 3 armed patriots. Illustrated narrative by Mima Gamble, I guess. Rise and dress yourself, commanded the functionary. I am going to send you to Paris under an escort. But I need no escort, protested Charles. I desire nothing more than to get to Paris. Silence, growled a patriot. You are an aristocrat and must have an escort and must pay for it. Realizing he had no choice, Charles complied and was taken to the guardhouse where he paid a heavy price for his escort. Yeah, for guys who are just seeking liberty and all that, they're sure trying to deny it to other people. Hey, Batgoat?
Oh, the French Revolution was horrible.
The escort were 2 mounted patriots in tricolored cockades, who rode one on either side of him. In this state, they set forth with the sharp rain driving in their faces. To be continued. But now that was of course from the novel The Adventures of Steve Conrad by Fleisch. Is a Golden Dragon story.
Wow, they be stabbing in this comic.
Yeah,
started out with a guy killing a guy, then another dude gets a knife in the back. Yeah, wow. They be stabbing fools.
Actually, Golden Dragon was another story altogether. Yeah. Worthwhile pictures to watch for. So here's an advertisement, I guess, for some movies.
Mm-hmm.
Straight from Hollywood by Laidlaw. A flock of trained pigeons were needed in Tarzan Escapes. When the cage was opened, they flew home. After 3 attempts, the owner was brought on the set to make them feel at home.
Uh-huh.
In many small countries, the old silent Western pictures are still shown. Thousands think that they. Excuse me a moment here. Thousands think that the wild and woolly days still exist in the U.S.
And of course, and you see who's thinking it is the picture of the Slam Bradley style Chinese guy. See, they're saying like thousands think it. Of course, the Chinese people, because they're dumb, is how I'm reading it.
Yeah. Ween Big Boy Williams, he received his nickname Big Boy from Will Rogers. He once was a cowboy. Charlie Chase. Charlie Chase is the writer and a director. He plays 15 musical instruments. Jackie Cooper is an expert cameraman, having picked up knowledge of photography from the cameramen who were shooting his pictures. Someday he hopes to be one.
He's stayed a movie star his whole life. I don't recall Jackie Cooper ever being known for his photo work.
Well, maybe at this point in time he was considering it, I guess.
Absolutely, but he was kind of a child star too. He had been acting like his whole life.
Yeah. Captain Quick here is another like naval colonial one.
As Woody says, Batgoat's in heaven because there's nothing but Navy stuff and ships. or right at home.
And you notice the artwork here, they did a lot of red and white here.
Looks like just simple color added afterwards.
Yeah. Well, I know that when I was looking at the DC database and the notes on this, they mentioned that after having been full color, Captain Quick went back to the kind of red and white and black and white. Handy, handy. First time left. Golly, pinning myself into this corner. But I've got an idea. Now what? Now you painted yourself onto a heating thing there. I'm an old cowhand. Man of action, but a few words by Leo O'Mara. My pants! Look at that. His pants are falling off. Because he was using his belt to try to swing. Now he's got a big red streak on his, you know what.
Oh, man, he pulled the light down. He ruined the ceiling too.
Now, maybe he should have thought of starting from the other end of the room and then going
Yeah,
back towards the door, huh?
yeah. The cowboy idea didn't work out real good for him.
A Bull Ben, a Dim by Lee Hunt. This is a text story. Some pictures. Monastery of the Blue God by Malcolm Wheeler. Nicholson sketches pad. It's one of those kind of lost civilization type stories, but I think we'll save. Kind of like Sandor.
Mm-hmm. The South America Aztec theme.
Yeah. Laughing at life here. Here's another humor one right here. Like I said, these were more mixed anthologies, so we have kind of a mix of humor and adventure here.
This is for kids?
Yeah, I mean, my wife always told me I'd die dancing.
Yeah.
And hence probably why we ended up with the Comics Code Authority, right?
Yeah, that one's that's a bit much. I'm gonna say, even for back then, I don't know. You can't. Haha! I got a noose around my neck. Haha! I don't think that's a good idea. Just me.
Grandpa said he never wanted to be buried, but he passed away. So they mounted him on over the fireplace there. That's a good one. So success was too much for you. It's gone to your head. Gregory, I do wish you'd stop your clowning. Danger footsteps.
Okay, I'm gonna laugh at that one, even though it's black humor. But I like the hat one.
Oh, the one with all the hats on it?
Yeah.
See, the sign reads, I buy and sell old new hats. Jake the Hat Man.
He's trying to one up the original Jake the Hat Man guy.
Hey, Joe, what do I do now? I must have pulled the wrong cord.
Well, you die. You're going to be the first one to hit the ground.
That's no mirage. Oh, here's a classic word pun that gets used a lot. That's no mirage. That's my wife. Oh boy.
She doesn't look happy.
Well, and you notice the word usage humor there. I mean, that's kind. I mean, I'm going to read that again and see if you don't recognize that kind of phrasing right there. That's no mirage. That's my wife.
Like marriage?
Well, that's part of it, but let's see the phrasing there, the syntax, the way they kind of put that together. sounds kind of familiar.
Like what?
He's not heavy. He's my brother. You heard that line before?
Yeah.
Kind of the same syntax there. All right. I had my face lifted, but a plastic surgeon, or no, I had my face lift. Wait, I had my I had my face lifted by a plastic surgeon, but I forgot to tell him when to stop. Look at how the guy's face looks like a football there, huh?
Yeah. He lifted the nose too high.
Among other things, he
That's a
stretched out.
face. That's a real facelift right there.
Oh, here's a sign of the times right here. I'm sorry, Chief, but it was a question of either you or me.
Wow.
And you look at the character in the little triangle there.
Yeah. He's a missionary.
Yeah. Um. Listen, Muggs. Won't you ever learn not to pump so hard? Hard to carry here. I'm not even gonna try to read some of that. You will.
That's way too hard to read.
But She by H. Ryder. Let's look. Let's take a quick peek at this one. She by H. Rider Haggard, illustrated by Sven Elden.
7-Eleven.
Yeah. Oh, you think that's how it's supposed to read?
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Just because it looks kind of like 7-Eleven.
Yeah. She seeing the scarab ring on Holly's finger and recognizing it as the one belonging to her ancient lover. Collie Crates, whom she had slain in in consuming rage of jealousy, fiercely commands Holly to tell how he gained possession of it. Holly, I guess, is the last name of the guy here, I guess. Almost overcome by her paralyzing power, Holly stammers, I found I found I found it. For in truth, he could remember nothing else. Go then, go then, says she, in a gentler mood, and try to forget what thou hast seen. The artwork kind of in black, red, and black here.
It's kind of it's messy. It all glods together. I don't like that look.
Yeah. As Holly goes, she drops upon the cushions and weeps desperately, thinking of her true love, whom she awaits to be reborn. Holly visits Leo and is dismayed to find him still delirious with the fever. Later, in his own chamber, Holly discovers a deep crevice in the rock wall. Alarmed, and he determines to find out where it leads. Taking his lamp and squeezing through the little opening, he comes upon a stone stairway. He proceeds up the stairs and into a long, winding tunnel, down which he travels when an awful thing happens. A hard draught blows out his lamp, leaving him in total darkness.
It's draft, like draft beer.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's confusing.
Lost and bewildered, he sees the the slant glimmer of light far down in the palace. Cautiously, he creeps toward it. Um, though some though some hanging though some hangings, he sees the figure of a woman kneeling before a fire. With a conclusive movement, the woman rises, dropping her cloak. It is she. Diabolically, She turns, hearing or turns, heaping, withering curse after curse upon her ancient rival. At last, worn out, she weeps bitterly. For 2,000 years have I awaited your return, oh my Calicrates, my love. Frightened, Holly creeps back to his cave. Could the story on the potsherd be true? After all, could Leo be the reincarnated Calicrates? The reader will remember the box that was left Leo by his ancestors, containing the scarab in which Leo had set into a ring, some strange manuscripts, and the potsherd um, with the command, "Find the mysterious she and avenge Ar- Armin Artis, Armentus, whose husband Calicrates she had slain in a fit of jealousy." In the morning, Holly asks Job how Leo is. "Much the same, sir. Much the same, sir." He replies sadly. "Much the same, sir." Ollie goes to Leo's quarters, where he finds Yustine in tears. "That there's little hope for poor Leo," she sobs. Um, Jabil, Jab, Bill Ali enters, and after looking at Leo, he shakes his head sadly, saying, he will die by nightfall." Holly is heartbroken. And again, you're thinking a lot of these very serious stories, as good as they are, and this is being sold to kids,
Mm-hmm.
as you were mentioning earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, maybe in hindsight, they weren't necessarily meant for like real young kids. Maybe they were meant for like middle school, or well, even middle school. Some of this stuff might be a little, but like maybe this was directed more towards high schoolers, huh?
That's what I think. I agree with that. That it's meant for the teenage boys,
Yeah.
and especially since at 18 years old, and at this point, 1937, just pre World War II, but because of World War One, we know that an 18-year-old boy can go be shipped overseas and see the most horrific things ever. So like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess like I don't know what I'm trying to say. There was a bit of pragmatic, like, yeah, teenage boys can read this stuff if they can go fight a horrible war. Is
Right.
kind of my.
Well, some of them who would lie about their age would sneak into the army at like 15 or 16 too. If you
There
think
was
about
one. There was one 15-year-old that's documented. I do a lot. I watch a lot of these videos. But 16, quite a few, and then 17 happened all the time. World War I and World War II, even happened in Vietnam.
Well, yeah, I think MASH even did a episode where I think it was Ron Howard who basically played a boy soldier.
Okay.
And a little heads up later, a few years from this point, we'll get into the Boy Commandos. That was a feature in Detective Comics where you actually had they were actually real young kids, like 12, 13. But we'll talk more about that later. Anyways, back to the story here. She has commanded Holly to appear in the Hall of Justice. Hall of Justice, which Super Friends thing there. With Bill Ali, he hurries there. And then look, there's the Hall of Justice right there. Look at everybody there. She sits in judgment, melting out a terrible penalty for those who dared to disobey her by attacking Holly and his companions. Holly pleads for the doomed, but she is adamant, saying, Our, our life would be worth nothing if I should show them mercy. Or, no, I'm sorry. Your life would be worth nothing if I should show them mercy. The prisoner's gone. Holly begs she to try to cure the dying Leo. Later, promises she. Go now, Holly. The evening, Job came. That evening, Job comes running in. Lord, Lord, help us. He shudders. There's a course, a coming, sliding down passage. There's a corpse. Oh, corpse. Okay.
A corpse is a corpse, of course, of course. Ha ha. Batgoat made it funny.
Yep, you did. As she appears in the entrance, Job springs aside, howling, There it comes! Oh boy. She is annoyed with Job and orders that both he and Ustane be removed from the room. Holly leads she to Leo's bedside. As if struck, she staggers back, screaming, Is he dead? Cries Holly. Oh. Is he dead? Cries Holly. Oh my Calicrates, cries she. Thou hast come back to me at last. Oh my Calicrates. Next month, more weird happenings. Excuse me a moment while I go off screen for a quick sec. Let's also see how we're doing on time here.
39.
30. So, and the connection is going a bit there.
I see that. Just a couple little hiccups.
Yeah. Be right back.
Cool that, Woody. I see what you typed there. That's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome if they. I hope they're both okay. I'm sure that formed the two of them going to war that
and
young.
And both on YouTube and on StreamYard, it's still only showing like 2 people watching. But I'm
2 people, but we know Toys is back. He said he's back, so welcome back, Toys.
Yeah. Well, the participants here. According to the participants here, it's 3. Well, now it just went down to 2 participants, but probably because he hasn't typed anything in a while, but that's okay. So let's see. It's supposed to include all kinds of screen cap with audio capture and stuff. Okay. Yeah, looks like the link's still good.
Woody, I see that on there, so I'm going to I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to click on that after the show. I just want to I don't want to mess up anything with the StreamYards, but I will go back and check that out. Thank you, Woody.
Well, what was he telling you to check out?
He's on the YouTube side. He's got a link for me to click on. Regarding my question about some software for video capture and screen capture.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Woody.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So, anyways,
you see what Toys said there, Mike?
What?
He said he said he left his stream open. So, and I've done that before too, where like I've set my headphones down, walked away for 20 minutes, or like, I drove to McDonald's the other night and I'm like, I'm just going to leave everything on. So it's like you still have the eyes on you.
Yeah. But I think maybe you have to, I don't know, maybe it's a case where you have to respond or something. Well, now it's back up to 3 people again. So
you shouldn't have to, because more people do not chat than do chat. I've always looked at this and I've figured out the numbers in my head, and it's a smaller percentage that actually do the chatting.
Yeah. But anyways, so let's continue. Old Oz Bop here. Want to see something swell? Put a sponge in water.
That's really good. You know why? That's a dad joke. I love that. Want to see something swell? Sure. Put a sponge in water. Ha 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 ha.
One time I went up the Empire State Building and looked down at my uncle on the sidewalk. And my uncle looked just like an ant.
I get that one too.
I live down on the river, girls. If you're ever down that way, I hope you'll drop in.
I get that one too. Drop in the river.
I'm at least getting the voice down, I think, pretty well right now.
Yeah, he's good. I like it.
Are you birds gonna just jug a kidnapper? Okay. Are you birds gonna jug a kidnapper?
Well, he's holding a jug. They're lawmen. You're gonna jug a kid? I don't get that.
I don't either.
It's got to be old pattern of speech that we're not getting, because people don't talk like that anymore.
Yeah. Twins. What do you call them? Pete and repeat?
Or do you call them minstrel and reminstrel?
And I take it minstrel's an old term for
the blackface, the big lips and everything.
Yeah. Ireland, soon be the richest country in the world, and every day.
You're starting to break up, Mike.
You get that one?
Yeah, you're chopping up though.
You get that one? Yeah. Ireland soon be the richest country in the world. The capital's Dublin every day.
Yes.
This is just filled with pun humor.
I love it. This is my guy.
If a burglar got into the cellar, would the colt shoot? Would the colt shoot?
If a burglar got into the cellar, would the coal shoot? So back in the old days, you had coal chutes dumping all the coal into your basement. That's how everyone heated their houses. Would the coal shoot? Like bang bang, shoot the burglar.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, that took me a second, but that's a good one too. I like it.
I don't know about that. But if a smart aleck came down the street, I might tickle him with this fork. Very reasonable, Oz.
What's his name? Ol Oz? Was that
Yeah,
Ol Oz?
Old Ozbot is, I think, the name of the. Yeah, by Alger. By
Ol Oz Bop.
yeah.
He's well. He ain't no Slam Bradley, but he's like my number 2 guy now. I like him.
And he was Vikings. Let me just check where we're at on time here. Like 45 minutes. So yeah, I might want to kind of speed up a little bit.
Okay.
Again, sometimes the trick, and then here's Golden Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the tricky, sometimes what? Okay, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I like that artwork. That's nice artwork on the Golden
I'll
Dragon.
slow down a little bit there, then, so you can look at it a bit.
Yeah.
There's Don Coyote
Instead of Don Quixote, Don Coyote.
and then here's Sandor. Here's another one of the other like kind of the Lost Civilization type right there.
Yeah.
Ufo the Great.
Gufo. Hey, this is, you can tell. I mean, it looks the same, and it's the same name. Alger is the guy who wrote Old Ozbop.
Yeah.
I'm expecting humor.
Yeah. I'll kill you.
Oh.
Put that knife down and keep away from me. You got the woman there. You got the guy sweating there.
Mm-hmm.
There's Gufo. He's going to the police officer. Do the scene again. I'll kill you. Go ahead. There's a question mark. You.
That's a good one. I like that one. And just so you guys know, I have no one has scored yet tonight.
Slim and Tech, which was the last story here. So at least, yeah, we pretty much got through new adventures here. So it's a darn lie.
It's a darn lie. Oh, I like that. I like that art style. Like, look at her eyes and stuff, like Betty Boop, but more realistic. I don't know. That's weird. I like it though.
Yeah. All right. So, and then an ad for Detective Comics number 3.
Yeah.
There. Let's see. So, double checking on the time real quick. Which we got, like, we're at 48 minutes. So I'm gonna try to get now going back to. Okay, so that was New Adventure Comics. So more fun now. More fun still got a few stories here. Like, I think it's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, like 24. So we got 14 from New Adventures and then 24 from. Now, this is the 20th issue of More Fun. It came out, it started coming out as New Fun back in February 35. Now we're into like April of 37. So it's like been around. Now, as you guys remember too, the comics at this point were not always necessarily monthly. That's why, even though it's been 2 years, it only was up to issue 20 there. So let's go ahead and let's see. Still have that. So now let's go ahead and look ahead to this comic. Go take a peek at that one. More fun.
Toys. What? You're joking. I see that, but what?
What did he say? No need to rush. You still have an hour.
This next one.
Yeah.
Not the next one.
Oh. I scored tonight. I won't tell the neighbor's husband, though. Laugh out loud. Just kidding.
I know you're joking. I don't know what it's in context to, though, Toys.
It might be to one of the stories from earlier.
Could be, yeah. So, Toys, are your kids and your wife gonna let you go for a? Are you gonna go puffy with your mustache? Although I will say, like I said, you're making it look cool, so keeping it trimmed and tight like that is pretty sweet. That's a good look. I did. Thank you, Woody. That's what Toys was saying. And now my head's on straight. Okay. I said no one's scored tonight yet, meaning that I'm looking at my Lulz trophy, my little competition tally here, and I see no scores from my boys here. So let's pour on the humor.
That you said no.
So actually, Toys made it funny. That's my mistake. Good job. Yeah, honestly, Toys, it's easier for me, like out of the shower, it's easier for me to puff this up and curl it. It wants to curl more than going straight. I need to use a lot of wax and goop to make it go straight.
Why did I do that? Okay, so issue 20 wasn't on that site, so it might be on the other site. And if not, we can still go and take a quick peek at the summary of it. So
I tallied it, Woody. You got one too, just for pointing it out because I'm such a dummy. So we're actually back to 0 again. Mike, at the 1 hour mark, I'm gonna go grab myself another coffee drink, and I'm gonna grab a different light. The one I have going here right now. Do you see the shadow? I need to grab a different bulb.
No, but
So I'm just saying, like, in a few minutes, I'll be gone for like 3 minutes. So I'll be dark for a little bit.
Yeah. I guess Leto is still getting ready for work, and Anonymity is probably on his way home from work still.
Sure, yeah. They always drop in on Friday if they when they can.
Let's see this.
And thank you, bros, for being with us the whole time here. Woody and Toys.
Even though the counter on StreamYard and
is it still goofy?
Yeah, it's still saying
still at 2.
Yeah, it's still saying 2, and YouTube's saying 2 as well. But I know there's like 4 of us in here. So here's more fun comics right here.
Toys.
The mother, I guess, trying to get the kid looks like there's his ball glove, and she's got him by the ear, pointing at the piano there.
Piano practice before play.
all original, all new, mystery, thrills, adventures. I said these were more like hodgepodge titles. Mixed anthology here. There's your gun advertisement. Cassandra of the Secret Service by Bingham. Sandra and a young stranger who came to her aid have been thrown overboard by Respian spies in the middle of the Atlantic. The fast underspeeds away, or the fast liner speeds away into the night, leaving them helpless in the icy water.
Mike, I'm sorry. We're on the fun comics now. More fun?
Yeah, more fun. We're in the more fun now, and
Okay.
I'm hitting on Sandra of the Secret Service, our female Secret Service agent.
Rock on. That's it. The SJW's got their heads up their ass. Look, this is woman's power. This is look, everyone's, other than the minstrel stuff and the way they drew some people of color. Oh, I hate saying that. Right? This is woman's lib here.
Well, yeah, because you had, and they did feature, good, strong female characters.
They did.
Sandra,
I have noticed some.
Sandra,
Yeah.
one of them. Little Linda, who is also in it. Oh, it looks like Leto's here.
Hey, Leto.
Hey, Leto. Hey, Mike, Batgoat, Toys, and Woody. Yeah, it's kind of funny how they jump down. How they are down on the older stuff, but look, as you point out here, here's a strong woman here who was in some pretty difficult situations.
Absolutely.
And
yet they would never, the SJWs would never say, they would never point that out. They'd say, well, look at this comic where, we see a black person portrayed like this. And they won't, you know what I mean? They won't bring up the good stuff.
What luck? What luck? A piece of driftwood, hang on to it and keep your legs kicking. They're like two pieces of ice. Suddenly, the night is rent by a terrific explosion, and the dark waters are bathed in a fierce light. What on earth? The ship is blown up. What could have happened? We're luckier than we thought. Probably not a soul aboard could have lived through that blast.
Agreed, Leto. SJWs would not survive if they went in the water like that.
What do you think would happen to them first? Would they freeze to death, or would they drown?
They would drown. They would drown simply because they would panic and they would splash around and would do like this. And I've seen it just through my Navy water training, my swim quals. Because they don't tell you what to do. So they throw someone in the water that doesn't get it, and they start fighting the water within about 3 to 4 minutes, but 5 minutes tops. When you fight the water, you just go straight under. It's really scary.
Because you wear out your muscles, and I don't know. I can pull off some of those hot pants. Oh, and look here, Batgoat, a devil right there.
Yeah,
devil in the water.
Oh, he's loving it. He's having a good old time, isn't he?
Yeah, at the death and destruction of it all.
Yeah.
He is right. The once proud vessel sinks almost at once. Bravely, the radio officer sticks to his key, pounding out the incredible story, the explosion, until water close above him. Look at that. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then from the inky depths of the sea, a huge black shape rises beside our friends, a submarine. Scarcely is the undersea craft awash when the conning tower hatch is thrown open and a sailor climbs through. The swimmers shout for help and are hauled aboard. What is in store for our two brave friends? Survivors? Survivors, eh? No doubt the only ones. Take them below and give them warm clothing. A few minutes later, Sandra and Michael sit drinking huge cups of steaming coffee with Captain Sneg. But how? Why? Finish your coffee, then I will tell you all about it. Yes, it was I who torpedoed the ship, and unfortunately she sank so quickly that I was unable to get my craft to the surface soon enough to enjoy the savage beauty of the spectacle.
Wow.
Why, you unspeakable madman? All those people. Easy, my friend. We are helpless here. You seem to be showing them more wisdom there.
Mm-hmm. She's smart.
Yeah. Helpless indeed. I am not as mad as you think. I am simply a businessman doing a job for which I am well paid. The job of sinking American ships.
Boo! Boo! Beat his butt. Bad guy. Boo! American
What?
killing
Yeah.
jerk.
What? What government do you represent? I represent no. I represent no government. My object is to foment war, to build business for the international munitions interests who employ me. What can Sandra and Michael do against the fiendish or organization, the fiendish organization of dealers in death? Continued.
That's where the comics comes into it. I'm here representing the literal bad guy corporation of the world. That's who I work for. I mean, to say like,
Here's here's the minstrel comic, Sam the Porter.
yeah. All right, I'll be back in 3 minutes.
All right, Three Musketeers. Alexander Dumas. Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw Shawshank Redemption, Batgoat, but and I know you're hearing me from afar, but I remember there was a scene in there where the prisoners saw this book, or it wasn't this book, it was I think it was the oh wait the book, it was a book by the same author, but it wasn't the Three Musketeers. It was, I think, the cat. I don't know if it was a cast of Amontillado or something like that. But they were reading the name of the author and they called him Alexander Dumbass. They thought that his name was Dumbass, but then Tim Robbins' character had to tell him no, it's pronounced Dumas. And yeah, I know it sounded like I was cursing there. I was basically repeating a line from a movie. And so, thrilling true stories. Here, maybe maybe I'll go back a bit here. My Batgoat was probably. Let me see where. Oh, actually, too far back there. I'll come back. Let's see. If that goes gun way, I'll get caught up on the chats. Why hey Leto, Saget finally let you go after you finish those taxes. Neither they would cry and bother the guy and involving him in danger. Laugh out loud. Went all the way to town to get a drink mix. Now I'm too lazy to shake and not stir. It will. I'll just take it straight. Shawshank was a good book and a great movie. Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know if you did see that particular line I'm talking about, but yeah. So yeah, yeah. Everything's saying three, but there's more than three of us here. I know that much. Oh, Montenegro. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'll be driving to work now. I'll be listening on, and though. Okay. Have a good drive, my friend. Toys. When I was a kid, I had a battery powered Charlie Weaver that shook S. Martin shaker, martini shaker. Laugh out loud. Drive safe, Leto. A solid. I'm in the train. Hey, Leto. Laugh out funny toys. Taxes pissed me off, so I made a video. Laugh out loud. Hey, solid. How are you? Um, um, all right, so I'm just waiting for Batgoat to get back here. Yeah. Yeah, we're past the hour mark. So, oh, now we're up to four. Thank goodness. Thank you. As always, guys. Of course, I do appreciate any of the likes and shares. If you can help me out with that, that'd be appreciated. See if we can get some more people in here. There's a few more stuff that's come in. Woody, paint shaker. Okay, I'm driving. I will. Thanks, toys. How about Leto? Why not? Um, Leto, someone else do your tax. Let someone else do your taxes. All right, so kind of caught up on the chats a bit here. It's the last few. So how you guys doing tonight? Everybody doing fine? Anyways, I guess I'll. Yeah, he even muted. So, hmm. Right. So I guess I'll continue. I guess there's
Mike,
a
keep
lot.
going. Mike, keep going. I'm dealing with a little emergency here. I'll be back on camera in a bit.
Okay, I was just want to make sure you had a chance to look at some of the stuff we were doing. But, all right, here's a Dr. Occult story. Um, the byline is Liga and Roots. That's actually Siegel and Schuster, and it's in color. We got a Dr. Occult story in color here. So, let's see. Brake screeching, skidding precariously, an ambulance careens insanely through a rag, a raging downpour. Within it, Dr. Occult and Rose Psychic sit tensely beside a month-old corpse found within a nightclub. Rose, I'm sure that this in some way ties up with the ray of life. My patient, my patient babbled about. Please, occult. I I wish you'd have nothing to do with this. I'm afraid for you. At that moment, a hidden sniper wounds the ambulance driver. Beyond control, the ambulance swerves helplessly, then crashes into a pole. Occult, are you all right? Yes, yes, but the corpse, it's gone. Later at headquarters, looks mighty queer to me, occult. Why would anyone want to hijack a corpse? That's just what I intend to find out. Now, of course, back in these days, the term queer just simply meant like weird or strange. Nowadays, it, of course, means something totally different. I don't know if you guys pick up on that or not, but and of course, it's kind of a bummer when I don't have to play with stuff like when stuff like that comes up. But anyways, drinking some wine, relaxing, and watching the stream on my small 65-inch monitor. Laugh out loud.
Hey,
Yeah,
I spilled my coffee drink everywhere, and my mouse isn't working. My computer, I think it's okay, but I need a few more minutes. I really screwed up here.
okay. Well, thanks for letting me know at least. You are able to hear me though, right? Oh, okay. You got to clean that up. Okay. Um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rose. I'm afraid our date didn't pan out as we expected. And to think, I planned it all so you'd get some relaxation. Desiring to think things over, a cult decides to walk the remaining distance to his home. The ray of life. I'm sure it's the key to the problem, but what can it be? Suddenly, from the depth of hidden shadows, a figure hastily steps out and confronts him. Occult, please listen. I've only a moment to speak. Nita, Nita, good Lord, Nita Crane. You're in terrible danger, not only of body, but of soul. For your own sake, I beg you, flee, flee for your life. But this, but this can't be. You've been dead for a year. I myself attended your funeral. With a sob, the girl jerks herself free and springs back into the shadows, again, leaving a cult standing in startled bewilderment. Nita, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Come back! To be continued. Jack Woods, a little Western story here. That a bit. Pep Morgan. Here's one by Fleisch. Give it a boot, Pep. Try for a goal. Good. Girls' dorm. You kicked it in the window, so you go get it. Hey. Gee, don't get caught, Pep, or you'll get it. And if I get in the girls, and if I get in the girls' dormitory, gee, and it had to roll into the shower room. Oh boy. Oh, uh, I got the ball now. Um, how to get safely out without being seen by some female. Have you been listening in, Batgoat, or?
Yeah, I've been listening. I heard you. This is really bad. I can't believe my stupidity. I've ruined everything on my desk. My computer's okay. I just effed up my notebook that I keep all the notes in. So no trophy tonight. Oh yeah, I spilled all over the trophy.
Oh boy.
The lid came off. It dumped over every effing thing I have. So the trophy's completely gone. I just threw that away. My notebook's screwed up. I'm not happy right now.
Yeah, I know what I feel you because I've when stuff like that happens, it drives me nuts too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I guess this is Woody's comment on the Doctor Occult story. Wow, he looks like Dick Tracy in that frame. Yeah. Hey, good evening. Just got home, about to grab a bite. So, hey, anonymity. Anon's here, back.
Hey, Anon.
Evening, everyone. Hey, Batgoat. So I guess the lid on your cup just wasn't secure enough, Batgoat. It sounds like.
Well, to tell you the truth, it was mostly my fault because it wasn't. Stupid Arctic cup. They're supposed to be so good, but
And you froze there for a moment.
Okay. Well, the way where I'm sitting, you froze. I've got a coaster on my table, so I set it down on that, and I didn't set it down correctly. It like teetered, and then it fell, and the lid broke off and ruined everything on my table here. It's awesome. Yay, Batgoat.
I'm not laughing at you.
I know. If I don't laugh, I'll just get all dumb and yelling and whatever.
How goes it? And then let's see.
Good to see you, Anon.
Solid said, "Hey, Anon." Uh-oh. No, Woody. That goat popped his lid. Oh, there's a funny.
I literally, the first thing I did, because it's made out of cardboard, as you guys know, I had to pick up the trophy and walk that out to the garbage can because it was dripping everywhere. That was ruined. It was a sad sight. I should have took a picture of it, but I was so mad.
Hey, Anna. So, anyways, yeah, we're reading this Pep Morgan story, and it's a pretty interesting one. Pep Morgan's kind of a superstar athlete, kind of a Jim Thorpe, as it were.
Yeah, the
Um,
the torpedo they called him.
yeah. Say, look! Why, of all the nerve! The diggers, a bunch of lady woo-wahs. Make haste and retreat, Pep. Oh boy. Hey, hey, who do you think you are? The vanishing American. I'll slip in here for a minute. Oh boy. And I know you probably didn't catch. You might not have caught the first part of it, Batgoat, but he accidentally kicked a soccer ball into the girls' dormitory,
Okay.
and it ended up rolling into their shower room.
Oh, nice. Well placed, sir.
So you can kind of get where the humor's going here.
Yeah.
I I've got an idea. I'll put on this girl's clothes and try to get out. Oh boy. Boy, free at last. Now back to the game. Hello, boys. Huh? Yes, sir. I went in to look for a soccer ball, and I came out looking like a masquerade ball. That's funny. Did you laugh too, Becco?
On what?
On what I just said there, he went in for a soccer ball and came out with a looking like a masquerade ball.
Why did they put lipstick on him and stuff or what?
No, I think he dressed him in women's clothes to try to sneak
Oh,
out
to
of the
sneak in there. Okay, I get it. Well, no,
sneak
yeah, that's
out.
funny. I like that. That is good. Okay.
Solid it. More headshots coming this Tuesday.
He's talking about streaming for which game is that? It's Resident Evil. No, which game are you playing? I forgot. But yeah, I'll be there. Solid.
We will rebuild that goat. We will make the trophy stronger, better, faster, harder. Ha ha ha.
Well,
Anonymity right there.
okay, I can keep track, I guess, for tonight because the right half of my notebook is okay. The left half is ruined. So.
Right. Lava loud, Anon, and if nothing else, at least water resistant.
Nah. Coffee resistant.
Anonymity was asking already Resident Evil 6, I guess. So. Anyways, as we move, fun plug.
I got to throw away more crap here. I'm going to go crazy, so I'm going to be gone for another minute.
All right. Ivanhoe here. Look at kind of the artwork there, guys. There's Brad Hardy. Barry O'Neill. See where we're at on time here. Oh yeah, I don't know if I want to do what I was thinking of doing, and I'll just hurry along here. Oh yeah, Fang Gao of China. And here's kind of an international spy thriller there. There's Bugville. That was Barry O'Neill, and going against Fang Gao of China. Introducing Hanko the cowhand. Briefly, there is another little. Let's suppose Just jokes. Okay, Joe. The 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 wire's attached. Let her go. Don't you don't you think maybe I could wear a size smaller? Actually, these are a little bit faded. Well, yeah, I'm control reading those anyways. Radley boys. That's definitely pretty faded. And the artwork's a bit faded there. Hellion and also Mark Martian of the Enterprise. Yeah, a lot of the Bob Merritt, Gentleman Adventurer, and Inventor, and his flying pals. Bobby and Scotty. Woozy Watts. Here's another one by Olga Woozy Watts. You know, if Batgoat was here able to watch, he probably might like the artwork here. Linda. Here's another spunky little girl that kind of has a peel and Brady. I'm kind of just breezing through the rest of this just so I can get to my little treat for everybody. Batgoat.
Oh yeah, because you're at 126 right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I was wanting to go through more of these, but I figure that I was thinking about trying to.
Boy, you guys sure are funny guys. Funny guys. Oh, they're making fun of me, but it's good. It's funny. I decided to give this traitorous little jerk another chance. I'm going to give him one more chance because I do actually need a drink now.
Oh,
yeah.
Evil.
Because it was mostly operator error, even though I blamed the coffee mug.
Yeah. In about 5 minutes. Batgoat commencing in about 5 minutes.
That's a good one, Anna.
Batgoat down, rebooting, error, foreign object found. Please insert blinker fluid.
Blinker fluid. You gotta tighten the hyperelastic throttle accelerator.
Okay, so anyways, into this upon Willie. So yeah, so just kind of breezing through the rest of this because I do have a bit of a treat for you guys tonight. I did want to try. Well, I did want to try to read this one as well, but I think I'll do. All right. So, anyways, here's another Siegel Schuster story.
That one looks like that would take a while. Yeah.
Oh, this one's like only like a couple pages. Alger's Variety Show.
Oh yeah, he's the funny guy. I like Alger's.
Alger's or Algers. So there we go. So we go with that one. So now what I'm gonna do is I've decided to give you guys a little extra treat because I know normally now for the most part the baseline I usually use is the milestone method as I've explained to you guys before. Oh, it's up to issue 30 factors of 5 from like 30 to 100 factors of 10 and 25 factors from 100 to like what 300 factors, so thus forth. When we have like more themed books like this one, I'll look for specific stories. And what I decided to do, since everybody likes Slam Bradley, I'm going to do a special reading of Slam Bradley tonight. You know,
Yay! Slam's our guy.
and this we may end up running a little over Batgoat because and this book came out on April 26th because this one's a 13 pager.
Okay.
Like these themed ones, you got to remember they're going to be longer stories. So, but I'm going to hit this one up for everybody. And I do know everybody likes Slam.
Slam's our guy.
So let's take a look at this. And according to that, the title, at least retroactively, was um, "Slam Delivers a Message." As I explained to you guys before, when the titles are in parentheses like that, it basically means the story was not originally titled. The title was added retroactively.
Slam delivers a message. Take that and that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what all goes down there. Does anybody saying anything since I just announced that we're going to do the Slam Bradley story?
No, they're still making fun of me, and I've got a retort to toys. I just made this up. The dialed matrix doohickey configuration.
This is obviously going to be the last story I'll read tonight, and if we go a little over, that's fine.
Is Nick streaming tonight?
I didn't see it as of yet, but
he did something today. He did something this afternoon. He didn't stream last night, and he was doing something this afternoon. So maybe.
Yeah. According to the notification I got, he will be coming on in like 30 minutes. Drexel from Midtown Podcast helps me kick off the weekend. So I don't know if there's anything like major. It sounds like it's gonna be just kind of a chill stream or one of the like he's not gonna be covering it because he said I think he was on earlier or he at least put out a couple of videos earlier.
So I'm guessing we still don't have a decision on the Vic appeal as of yet.
I'm guessing not.
I don't think so. It would be huge news by now. And Leto said, "Yay, Slam!"
Yeah, as soon as I can get to the comic. The thing about this particular site is they don't have one where you can just like, wait, Devlin. Okay, I overshot it. Detective, so gotta go back one page now. It's on page 16. They don't have they just have first, last, and then the end, like one page at a time. They don't have like a 10-page scanner.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean by that? But where you just click it and it will send you up like 10 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're on Detective Comics. So now we just gotta find issue number 3 because that's the one we're at. Of course, I'll breeze through the rest of the book until we get to Slam.
Okay, guys, I just wrote this down. Buy new toys for Trophy Part 2. And if you guys saw the other one, it was like dollar markdown toys that I had sitting in my video bag stuff that I just glued on the thing. So I'm going to have to find some really junky stuff, and I'll make a new one. And you know how people say, bigger and badder for Part 2? What should we say? Dumber and cardboardier? More cardboard this time?
Okay. So anyways, so here we are. Here's Detective Comics number 3 here. Cover date May of 37. I'm just gonna breeze through the rest of it here real quick. There's Speed Saunders, one of the other characters in here. The River Patrol. He starts out as a member of the River Patrol and the FBI, and then there's Hope Hazard, G woman. Look at that, another capable woman right here. That
Mm-hmm.
the SJWs would not like give recognition to.
Except that she's G woman, and most of us are used to hearing G man. So me being a an old pervert that I am, I immediately thought of something.
And again, and I don't know if you heard me earlier when I was talking about this, but here's another example where they're using queer, the term queer. Back in these days, of course, queer was meant weird or
Just
strange or off.
anything out of the ordinary. It
Right.
was nothing. It was nothing word. It just meant strange. Yeah.
But nowadays, it's totally different. It has a totally different
Yeah,
meaning.
and it used to be like an insult, like, when I grew up, people would say, "Don't be such a," and they would use the one word that everyone hates, and it meant nothing in the '80s. It really did, and then it kind of like that was a lesser word, saying like, "Well, don't be a queer," and now because the flag rappers they love to go, "Well, I'm part of the community and I'm queer." Well, what the f does that even mean? Because it's not something that was. It's not
Well,
something to.
I think the dictionary definition for queer just still means like strange
Strange,
or weird
unusual. The
or unusual.
GLBT, I think they argue over, like they themselves, they infight over what it actually means. And for someone to go, "Well, I'm queer because I just like to put on a dress and go out to the store." Shut up. They're so weird. They're so delusional.
Here's a way to maybe teach them a lesson on that. Next time they go around calling themselves queer, ask them, "Oh, so you identify as being strange or weird?" Then,
Yeah.
because that again, that is the dictionary definition of it.
Yeah. Anon, what I mean by flag rappers is people that they're such small, weird, delusional people that they only feel that they can make a statement about themselves when they take like a flag that has rainbows on it, or I don't know what the transgender one now, it's like light blue, but they always take a flag and they wrap it over their head or they wrap around their shoulders, which is honestly like that's disrespectful. I wouldn't do it to the American flag, but like that's their identity is wrapping a flag around them. So I say flag rapper, meaning that, which I don't know that anyone else does that. That's just my weird head. If anyone kind of agrees with that or goes, I kind of understand.
Here's a tech story here. Let's see. Another story by Alger here, the Wales case.
I just read what Toys wrote.
Oh yeah, what did he write?
He said, "Mike, Jeremiah asked why you're bald."
There's Bart Regan's fine. Well, Jeremiah, I'm bald because I went and got my hair cut the other day. Your dad and the other guys saw it already. I know you probably hadn't. I'm bald because I went and had my barber shave off my hair. So one of my buddies. Okay. Anyways. Okay. So try to get to. Look at how long it's taking me to get even down there. There's Bart Regan's Spy, and we read some of that before. Kind of continual story. Come on, Slam. There's Buck Marshall, Range Detective. Which just showed you, even in the themed anthologies, that there's variances and stories too. You know, granted, it's still all concentrated in one theme, but you have some Wild West here. You had some like Chinatown stuff. Here
There
we
it is.
go.
There it is.
Slam Bradley by Jerome Siegel and Jim Bettersworth. Right. A half dozen more opponents, and this might be interesting. Look at the lady right there.
Oh my! I'm getting the vapors.
Look at him knocking all those people. There's a ref right. I think this is one involving some boxing involved. Citing a group of hoodlums annoying a young woman, Slam Bradley, hard-boiled Dick, to whom a day without a fight is a day wasted. And by the way, the term dick here means detective.
I know, but there's nothing like a hard-boiled dick. Ooh.
Yeah. Anyways, proceeds to wade in with flying fists, thus precipitating a battle royal. It is soon evident that time is an unequal battle. Um, or, well, I'm sorry. It is soon evident that this is an unequal battle. Insofar as the hoodlums are concerned, a few minutes later, and they break loose and run for their for their very lives.
Yeah, they're totally outnumbered. There's only 5 of them and one Slam. I mean, he's got them way outnumbered.
Well, look at how big Slam is. Look at how husky he is,
He
too.
rules. Yeah.
Wait. We've only begun. Now, when I usually read this on my own, you know who I try to imagine is Slam's voice?
Huh.
Alan Reed. Do you remember who Alan Reed is?
No.
The original voice of Fred Flintstone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I try to imagine his voice. And then Shorty with, the original Mel Blanc Barney Rubble, how he did it originally.
And then Alan Reed was the guy who there was a Smokey and a Bandit cartoon in the late 70s, and it only lasted like half a season, but they used his voice to try to be the Jackie Gleason character.
Well, yeah, but the thing is though is that I know Alan Reed had passed away and some point, I don't know if it's sometime in the late 70s or early 80s, but
so did Jackie Gleason.
Yeah, Henry Corden had to they ended up bringing on Henry Corden to replace him as Fred. So in some of the later stuff, but anyways, Slam mistakenly grabs a bystander. Are you a candidate for a broken jaw too? Hold it. I have a business proposition for you. Here's $100 and 2 free tickets at the expo tonight. Give this sealed envelope to a man wearing a white flower and carrying a black cane. He'll give you another 100. That's unusual pay for a messenger boy, but I give unusual services. It's a deal. Later, Slam informs his partner pal Shorty of the assignment. I don't like the looks of it. Neither do I. But that's why I took it. We'll look into the matter and find out what's behind it all. As Slam and Shorty pass through turnstiles at the gate of the Great Inland Exposition that evening, they do not observe the attendant start in recognition and press a hidden signal. Well, we're finally here. How does the expo look to you? Great! At the sound of the attendant's buzz signal, several hidden observers become alert. It's him, without a doubt. Go ahead, Shifty. Do your stuff.
You shifty something.
The envelopes practically in your hands right now. Oh, pardon me, buddy. What? Why don't you look where you're going? Did you get it? Sure, it was easy. Well, what are you waiting for? Let me have it. It's it's gone. Out out looking. Oh, wait. Out 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 looking for the envelope. Here it is.
Quit looking
Uh,
for the envelope.
Quit looking for the envelope. Here it is. But but how in the world did you get it? I thought that guy's bumping in. I thought that guy's bumping into you wasn't accidental. So after he picked your pocket, I picked his.
Nice.
A little
That's
reversal of fortune.
good work.
Good for you. Here, you hold on to it. Hold on to the envelope. You can take better care of it. Now you're talking sense. Talking sense. Look, he's given the envelope to the little fellow. Now let's see what you can do. Don't worry. I never slip up. You liking my voices today?
Good. Yeah.
Boy, what a honey! And did you see that smile she uh she pleased me.
Flashed me.
She flashed me. And sometimes some of the sketching here.
Yeah, they blend together.
She's dropped her handkerchief. What are you waiting for? Thank you so much. Ah, it's a pleasure. But you can repay me by letting me take you on some of the rides. This lady's being a femme fatale.
Yeah, but she's a bad guy.
Uh-huh. That would be fun. So long, Slam. See you in a little while. Have a good time.
Wrap that rascal.
I'm frightened. Perhaps you'd better go on yourself. I'll wait for you here. Okay, okay. But riding on a loop of plane is really fun. You don't know what you're missing. Watch out, Shorty. You don't know what you're walking into.
Space Mountain. That's funny.
Uh, when he reaches the top, hold him there. I get it. The ride begins. The pendulum swings back and forth. First slowly, then with increasing speed and a larger swing. Let's see. Abruptly, Shorty's car swings vertically erect
Boy, yo, 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 yo.
and stops. Whoa, and stops. Um, see, yeah, and stops. Um, a rain of objects fall down from his pockets. Low up a plane ride 20. Look at that! Look at that Batgoat. You can go on a ride for 25 cents there.
Yeah. Good old days.
Swiftly, the girl runs forward, scoops up the envelope, and makes a hurried exit. Hey, stop her! Stop that girl! She's got my envelope! When the ride is over, no, I didn't see where she went. Doggone it! Slam will just about murder me. I should have known that any girl who seemed to go for me was a proxy.
A floozy.
Oh, was a phony actually. Was a phony.
No, she's a floozy. A dizzy broad.
Yeah.
Dames. Silly dame.
And get this back. You notice how in the dialogue he said he's gonna murder him, right? You couldn't get away with that today, right? Because people would actually think you would actually mean that you were going to murder somebody.
Well, on social media, but like if you're making if it's like a TV show and a couple kids are running around fighting, they can still do like, I'm going to kill you and run after the other one. I think, you know what I mean? Contextually, but like if you put something on Twitter that says, I'm going to kill you if you say stuff like that, then people would, of course, freak out and you'd get canceled.
Yeah. Slam is approached by the man to whom the envelope should be given. What's that? You say you don't have it? Don't get excited, mister. My pal, a little guy with a large schnozzle, has it. You'll find him around one of the rides here. When the man locates Shorty, I tell you, a good-looking gal swiped it from me. Well, get this straight. You get me the envelope before the exposition closes tonight, or this blade will find a haven in your throat.
So, just so you know, if you want to think about wrapping up, because if Nick is streaming, people are going to drop out at 11 no matter what. So I don't know what you want to do with niche history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, are people paying attention? Are people actually paying attention and liking the story? Or
I don't know. I don't know. I can't gauge that. What I'm telling you is that, like, if we keep going at 11 o'clock, people are just going to say, okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah, well, because I even warned we might, let's see. That was the ride Ric Flair used to offer. All right, well, okay. Well, let me ask everybody in the chat here. Would you guys, okay, because we're at an hour and 53 right now. I already said that I might go over, and Batgoat's making the point that people are going to be leaving for Nick's stream. Did you guys want to stick around and for me to finish the Slam story, or did you just want? Should I just go ahead and start wrapping up and get right into niche history? So I want to hear from everybody. Do you want to stick around, a little longer tonight, so I can finish the story and then get to niche history, or do you guys want me to wrap up and get right into niche history?
Well, rock on, Anon. I wish I was there with you.
There's that male feminist get a load of this.
That's a good idea, Woody. Good idea, Woody.
Names are stronger than male feminists. Up to you, for real. Just hi. You could leave it as a cliffhanger for next. Well, the thing is, it'd be kind of weird to like start there, then because I initially wasn't going to actually read this. I was, going to think if I had the time to, I'd try to read it at the end because there were only a couple of books, but ended up going through the books a little longer than I thought, and I still tried to do this. So, but I'm asking, would you guys be willing to stick around till I finish the story, or or should I just go ahead and wrap up? Because we'll read more slam down the road. Because remember, this is issue 3, so a couple months here we'll get to issue 5, and we'll obviously read that one.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Then I'd say do that. Maybe go to niche.
Go right to niche.
Yeah, and we'll get more slam down the road. I think that's totally cool. And by the way, I adjusted. You were talking about the ride being 25 cents. I adjusted that for today's dollar. That would be a $4.57 ride today.
A $4.57 ride today?
Correct.
$5 just to go on a ride. Wow. I got like 8 windows open. Yours only is the only playing audio. You do you. I'm just here for the ride. All right. Well, yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go right into niche history because as I was saying and Batgoat pointed out, I'm gonna be reading more slam down the road anyways. So I just was hoping to do that as kind of a treat if we had the time, and maybe I didn't manage the time quite as well as I'd liked.
That's okay. There was a lot of stuff. It's okay.
We still kind of got through a lot of stuff, yeah. So,
and then real quick, as you guys know, the trophy met with an unfortunate demise tonight, so I'm going to be building a new one next week. Tonight's winner is Toys. Toys with a whopping 5 really sent it tonight. Old Oz Bob got one, just that comic because I like him so much. But
all right, Batgoat. So all right, so I'm going to go ahead and do this day in each history and then wrap up. And if you don't mind sticking around afterwards, Batgoat, for a couple minutes.
No problem. I'll be here.
Yeah, so just okay, so today is Friday, March 19th. And as such, it's time for this day in each history. We're going to be taking a look back at this day in each history. Let's see what GZ. Yay. I almost want the broken trophy. Okay, so anyways, so let's take a look back. Let me just take a quick here to remind myself of a few things here. Okay. 3, 6. All right, so here we go. Okay, so without no further ado, let's take a look back on this day in niche history. Today being Friday, March the 19th, 2021. Let's take a look at what we have. So first off, I guess somebody else is ready. Okay. Waterboy slaps hands. Cardboard trophy, electric bagaloo. Okay, so anyway, so the first thing we're going to look at here, on this date back in 2003, 18 years ago today, DC would release on the newsstands the Golden Age Spectre Archives Volume 1 hardcover. This was a collection of Golden Age Spectre stories, which we'll probably get into soon enough. With 224 pages for just under $50. So this was a hardcover archive collection of Golden Age Spectre stories. So on this date, 18 years ago today, Golden Age Spectre Archives Volume 1 hardcover was released onto the newsstands. So anyways, moving on to the next thing here.
Could you guys make out that little thing I held up? Was there enough light on it?
And another little tidbit here, a bit of a sadder note, as it were. On this date back in 2006, 15 years ago today, American animator and sequence director Brad Case passed away at the age of 93. He had basically been in the industry from 1934 to 1999, working for numerous studios, including Disney, MGM, Walter Lantz, Hanna-Barbera, Larry Harmon of Harmonizing, UPA, Warner Brothers, Patey, Frayling, Marvel Productions, Grass. He would basically serve as, let's see, in the 1960s and 70s, Case worked as a director for popular TV series such as The Dick Tracy Show, Pink Panther and Friends, Baggy Pants and His Nitwits, What's New, Mr. Magoo, and The Fantastic Four. He was also an animator on The Yogi Bear Show. He continued to contribute to television animation through the 1980s as a sequence director in The Transformers, G.I. Joe, The Adam Ant Show, and Gem. So he worked a bit with Gem, that was Filmation, I believe. Or no, actually that was Marvel, I think. But anyway, so on this date, back in 2006, Brad Case passed away at the age of 93. So, and his began his career as an animator on Bambi, and his first recorded screen credit was in the 1944 Donald Duck short, "The Plastics Inventor." So, I just go to show you the length of his career right there. So, and going on to the next bit of niche history here. On this date in 2011, Eddie Edwards would defeat Roderick Strong at ROH's Manhattan Mayhem 4 for the ROH World Championship. So in the main event at Manhattan Mayhem 4, Eddie Edwards would defeat Roderick Strong for the ROH World Championship. For those of you who don't know, ROH is Ring of Honor. Not as well known, obviously, as the WWE or AEW, but still been around a while. It was one of the companies that kind of came into prominence after the demise of WCW, along with TNA. So, let's see. Laugh Out Loud. Think I Saw It. Adam Ant. I love Batgoat's Mike.
The Potato Mike 3000.
Yeah.
Which, that's more homework. I have a trophy to build you guys, and this needs a new sticker. The old one fell off. So the Potato Mike 3000 will be back in full glory, and will hide the Yeti. Well, I can't put it away too much.
And 2011 was just so nice that we have to hit it twice, because on this date in 2011 as well, Toei Animation basically released 3 anime films on this date back in 2011. Pretty Cure All Stars DX3, Deliver the Future, the rainbow colored flower that connects the world, One Piece 3D, Straw Hat Chase, and Toriko 3D, Kaimaku Gourmet Adventure. So on this date back in 2011, which was 10 years ago, Toei Animation released 3 films. So, and that's all that we got for Niche History tonight. I thank you guys again for joining me. I appreciate all the likes and shares as well. Hopefully we can get some more people on soon.
It's a Anon, it's a ruse. If you didn't catch that, I have a Yeti. So, and these are Audio Technica. Like, I've got real equipment. That's probably why I sound good. My lighting is messed up, but yeah, this is This is the ruse. This is the playing around. It's my potato mic. So
Yeah.
that's
So
the joke.
All right. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you all being here tonight, and I will see you all on Monday.
Peace all.
Bye.